When you think of good dental hygiene, I'm sure that like me, you think that you just have to brush your teeth twice a day and floss. But I was recently super surprised to know that that's not actually enough, or at least not effective enough to actually consistently promote the essential and best dental hygiene that we all need. That's when I came across Prodentim, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this product, explaining how it all works, and delving into one of the incredible ingredients that help you get results. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. And if at any point you want to check out the Prodentim website or make a purchase, just feel free to use the link in the description box below, which you can use to get Prodentim with a discount. So let's start by actually talking about my experience with Prodentim. So generally with my personal dental hygiene, I've always religiously brushed my teeth twice a day, as sometimes I would use mouthwash and floss here and there. But more recently, I realized that that wasn't enough. I was seeing little marks on and in between my teeth, and my mouth just didn't feel fresh even though I hadn't changed my routine. So I actually went eventually to get my teeth professionally seen and deep cleaned, and it left me feeling amazing. I even bought all of those recommendations made by the dentist, like the toothpaste and the mouthwash, and I started their recommended routine, which worked quite well and felt amazing. But soon enough, their recommendations became expensive and difficult to keep up with, and especially twice a day with my busy schedule. So I started seeing problems with my teeth and mouth again, which was super frustrating, especially after the amount of money that I had paid to have my teeth cleaned and buy the products. And as much as I scrubbed at my teeth and used expensive products, nothing was helping, and it was slowly getting embarrassing. But after some time, I luckily came across Prodentim. So Prodentim is basically oral probiotics. It's a blend of 3.5 billion strains of probiotics and nutrients to be exact. And I've been using Prodentim for about a month now, and the results have been absolutely fantastic. Not only have I seen a huge improvement in how my teeth and gums look, but I can also feel the improvement because my mouth and breath just feel fresh all the time without that super overpowering minty flavor and taste and all those chemicals lingering there. Prodentim actually also helps promote the health of your sinuses and ears, which is perfect for me because I personally suffer from hay fever, so I have constant problems with my nose. I've slowly been seeing an improvement in these areas too, especially with my nose, which used to be regularly blocked and congested, but it's not as often now. So it's basically like 3 birds, 1 stone, which is personally super ideal for me. And actually using the probiotics is super simple. All I do is slowly chew a tablet, which comes in the bottle in the morning, which I would recommend that you do also, so that the probiotics can sort of get to work in your mouth in the background as you go about your daily routine. And also it's easier to just make part of your routine if you pick a specific time of day to take the probiotics. This helps support the health of your entire body with a special focus on your teeth and gums. In terms of side effects, I personally haven't had any. I haven't had any weird spots, infections, rashes, nausea, or anything like that, but that's just me personally. Prodentim is for people of all ages and backgrounds, and all of the ingredients used in it are considered safe and are super pure. Prodentim is also manufactured in an FDA-approved facility in excellent condition, so that's reassuring. But I would still recommend just checking with the doctor or something if you're on any other medication or you're worried about the side effects, though I doubt it will be a problem for most people. So just check out the website for Prodentim in the description box below if you want to learn a little bit more about the ingredients, and you can use the same link to make a discounted purchase too, which I've mentioned a little earlier. So that's basically my experience with Prodentim in a nutshell. So now let's dive into how it actually works, which is very interesting for me to look into and research. So I'm sure that we've all heard that bacteria can cause lots of dental and gum diseases, but actually it turns out that there is a difference between good and bad bacteria, and that the most important thing is to have a balance between these two types. So scientists have recently discovered that it's the absence of good bacteria that causes oral issues, and actually it's all of those chemical ridden toothpaste and products that can harm the good bacteria bacteria that should be there. So in order to actually improve the health of your teeth and gums, you need to repopulate your mouth with good bacteria and provide a healthy environment for the strains to grow in. Prodentim is a doctor-formulated mix that gathers 5 scientifically proven potent strains, combining a total of 3.5 billion good bacteria into one revolutionary dissolvable candy. This candy also targets your respiratory system, supporting your body to stay free from allergies, while also promoting restful sleep and good digestion. One of the incredible ingredients in Prodentim is Lactobacillus paracasei, which helps support the health of your gums and helps your sinuses stay free and open. For me personally, the fact that this helps with my sinuses is a huge plus, because even though a lot of people use Prodentim for their teeth, for me it also helps with my congested nose and just breathing more easily, which is such an irritating problem for me. So I absolutely commend Prodentim for doing that. So that's basically how it all works, and I find it super interesting because it's just not what you would expect from a product at all. Now, in terms of how to get Prodentim, the price, etc., you can get a 1-month supply for $69 a bottle, a 3-month supply for $59 a bottle, and a 6-month supply for only $49 a bottle, and you can make all the purchases with the discounted price using the link in the description box below, which takes you to the Prodentim official website. Now, I would personally recommend getting the 6-month supply because it's just better value for money at only $49 a bottle, and this is the sort of thing that you're going to want to take for months on end, not just 30 days. But you can just check the options out and decide for yourself. And by the way, if you're worried about whether the product will work for you or not, if it's going to be a waste of money, stop worrying, because Prodentim actually offer a money back guarantee. So if you're not seeing results, then you can actually get a refund. And this is again super reassuring because it shows Prodentim's confidence in the product, which means that you can feel good about using the product, along with all of the benefits that I've already discussed in this video. So I think that's pretty much everything covered for today. If you've learned anything new today, then please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and be sure to use the link in the description box below if you are interested in getting Prodentim, and I will see you next time.